What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Monday. Let me tell you something. It's gonna be today. It's gonna be epic. I'm about to share the show right now. Today is gonna be epic. I'm gonna share the show. Hold on a second. Let me get to all my sharing mechanisms. I see so much stuff going on. People, let me see. People are sending me stuff. Y'all, I'm about to be on the Chop Shop. Don't send me nothing else. I gotta talk to my people right now. Let me go to my let's go over here and see. I guess I'll wait. Okay, I'll just share over there. Share, share that. Let me share with my groups. I hope y'all doing this same thing. Man, you know what? I got some stuff to talk to y'all about today. Yes. Old Rob got something to talk to his people today about. Sharing to my groups. Let's see what else I want to share. I want to go over to YouTube, and then I go over to YouTube and I share with my made me skip the video. I want to get to the home. Give me to the home page so I can find the Chop Shop. Y'all have to do this stuff. There it is right there. I know you heard it in the background. Let's see. I'm gonna share it to Twitter and get that done. Then I go over to Twitter and make sure I share it to the Chop Shop and my personal Twitter page. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you have to do this stuff, and you can't do it until the show is live. You can't do it automatically. You can't set it. Everything is live. Everything is live. Let me get to my notes. Oh, I see y'all guys out there. I see you, Big Coach. I see you, Ivan Pettit. I see you, Daryl Anderson. I see you, Terry Harris. I see you, Fob. Today is going to be, I just don't know. This gonna be one of them days. Y'all better text, tag, tell your friends. It's gonna be good today. I got a question. It's been a long weekend. Well, we had Friday, Saturday. Anything happened over the weekend? It's a lot of stuff to me. Anything happened on the weekend that excited to y'all that y'all want to share with us? Anybody? Anybody got something? I'm trying to get down to my nitty gritty here. Has anybody got something today? I see you, Fob. I see you. Anybody got something? Y'all know I'm not gonna pull my rabbit out the hat until we get more people on this feed, but so y'all might as well share it. Y'all might as well text, tag, tell somebody. Y'all might as well. Because it's, oh my God. Y'all don't know where to go. I really and truly don't know where to go today. Fob, I'm going to have something for you. I'm going to have something for everybody. Brandon Weefall, I'm going to have something for you. Man, hey, let me tell you something. The impact that this platform is having on people's life. Y'all, it's unbelievable. The impact that this show is having on people. Oh, you like that shirt? Thank you, Terry. The impact this show is having on people. It's sometimes I just sit back, Mr. Sullivan. Oh man, I'm sorry. The champ is on the show. Hold on. Let me see your picture, man. Let me see your picture, y'all. Hold up, y'all. I got something for y'all. I did not put it up, Rob. My bad, my bad. I didn't put it up on the screen, but I'm gonna find. Hey, man, my partner won his first. I think is that the first one you won? I'm talking about this a stroke play golf tournament, um, and he won. I saw his improvements. Uh, he won a big trophy. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen right there. He won that big old trophy. Um, Happy homecoming week to all the Texas Southern Tigers. Happy home, then happy homecoming week to the rest of them people. Hold up, Bob. I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like that. But let me see. Let me put my stuff on. Let me see what y'all been talking. Rob won a big old trophy yesterday. Y'all, the man, this the young this man. I had stopped playing golf for a long time. Uh, I stopped playing golf because my son went off to play in college, and I wanted to travel and follow him all over the country. So I stopped playing golf. I just didn't have time for it. I didn't, and I stopped. And then friend of mine stopped me one day and said, "Man, come over here and watch me. I need you to show me how to play golf. I'm gonna learn how to play golf. Me and my brother, we learned how to play golf." So I came over there and I watched them. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, let me see what. Otha Brown, I see you. Hey, and Fob, he playing pretty good, Fob. And he be trying to say that I'm the one taught him how to play, but it wasn't that I taught him how to play. He was just he wanted to learn, and he was a sponge, and he wanted to learn how to play. And so we kept, and then he had time. So he kept coming out, coming out, coming out. Man, that man went out there and took care. Me and him talked about it. I said, man, if you do this, do this, do this, do this, you'll win. And ladies and gentlemen, he won. This is the same. When he first got into this group, they was tearing his head. He was getting his head beat in every day. But now he's come out the champion, man. I'm so proud of you. Shout out to Robert Young, man. And he just stayed. A lot of people get into golf, and then it's so hard to play. And if you don't deal with failure that well, golf is not good for you because you're gonna fail most times. Even Tiger lost more than he won. He won. Jack Nicholson, Nicholas lost a million times more than he won. It's a game of failure, but it's a game of just trying to get it right. And that's what I love about it. You just constantly trying to get it right. And shout out to him, man. Uh, oh, you got. Oh, that's the second. Your second what? The second tournament you won? Oh, you got second place. What'd you say? You said second, Rob. What you? Yeah. Enjoyed kicking with Ivan Pettit, Cowboys. Take a L. My dad. Oh, you kicked it with your dad over the weekend. Okay. Uh, Cowboys took a L. Oh, Ivan Pettit. Dad liked the Cowboys. Okay, that's a good one. It's all right to like the Cowboys. I see you, Patrick Henry. But ladies and gentlemen, before I go anywhere, I just want to let us. I know we love the Cowboys. I know Robert, but we love the golf and we love everything else. And everybody putting it on screen, and I know what. Rob, you got second, or this the second time you don't won? I don't know. Maybe I messed up. But what I do know is, ladies and gentlemen, is we we are headed into week 3 of a shutdown in the government. And most of the country doesn't even care. I know one is happening. It's business as usual for non-federal workers because the country is still functioning. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. It feels so surreal to me. If this had happened under the Democratic regime, you see it all over the news, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Do y'all see what's happened, how powerful the media is? And I'm not finna bring in a politics, but we in year three, week three of a shutdown. Eric Harrison, and ain't nobody talking about it. Unbelievable. Somebody asked me the other day, that makes you say, hmm. But somebody asked me the other day, Robert, who you think gonna be rookie of the year? I think I found it. I think I found it. Who asked me that question? Anybody on here feed asked me that question? Somebody asked me that question. Ladies and gentlemen, we in week 3 of a government shutdown. And most of the country don't even care. Wow. He meant for it to hurt you. Coach Favre, he said it was a great football game, Jackson State versus Alabama State. Who won? Who won the game? Let me get over here since you won. It was a great game. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get over to ESPN. Jackson State versus Alabama State. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to the swag. And let's see what happened. Oh, let me get to the swag. Just in case y'all didn't know, Thaddeus Moody put that up on these guys are talking to me so y'all don't think I'm talking to myself. Oh, there's a big game coming up this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Jackson State beat them. They beat them. Jackson State beat them. Okay. Okay. I don't want to hear about no great game. Well, Texas Southern had a great game. They beat a Grambling 21-20. Texas Southern's still in the hunt. I just need somebody to beat Prairie View. Rob says my biggest trophy. I won, but it's my second win since I've been with this group. Yeah, I'm talking about, okay. My guy who has worked for the IRS for 30 years is furloughed now. Thank God he had investments that he can lean on. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. He said, I can't believe Alabama State ran that play to the boundary side of the field. I didn't see it. Andrew Body, that's our former quarterback. TSU former quarterback plays for Alabama State. Man, we know Thad moved to Alabama State alumnus. I believe you me, but he posted up there like Alabama State won. Southern plays preview this weekend for homecoming. Southern playing Prairie View for homecoming? No. Hold on. No. Yeah. Wow. So Southern must think they go, because when you schedule somebody for homecoming, you expecting for a beatdown, right? Also, Grambling invited us. Whoa. Hold on. Grambling invited Texas Southern up there. So you telling me Texas Southern went up there and whooped Grambling on their homecoming? Let me hold up. Let me give me a drink. Let me give me a drink. What you think about the comments that the Dolphins quarterback made after the loss. Rob, certain things shouldn't be out in public. Leadership should keep certain things in house. I don't like Tua as a quarterback. I don't like now. I don't like him as a leader. He might be a great young man, but I don't care for him as a quarterback. And uh, you know, I just I mean, he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that. Should have kept that in house. But let me get back to this, Uncle Rob, because this stuff is kind of got to me. Grambling invited the mighty TSU Tigers to Grambling for their homecoming. That's disrespectful. Now, Southern, I want PV to go beat the brakes off Southern because Southern has the nerve and the mitigated gall to invite Prairie View up to Southern. When you invite a top team like that, man, to your homecoming, you think you're going to whoop his tail. So guess what? What's up, Crystal? I want Prairie View, and I need Prairie View to lose. But I need them to lose twice, though, right? Because they beat us. That little last second play over the back shoulder of our defender, Prairie View lucky ass won. Now I want Southern to win. I'm sorry, I want Southern to win. He said, I'm ready for the Browns to give Shedeur an opportunity to play. Why? Why you want Shedeur to play for that terrible ass team? Tell me why. Why? Y'all notice I ain't said nothing about that? I ain't said I want Shedeur to play. Why you want him to play? I don't want him to play. He said when the SWAC schedule changed, the head coach opponents changed. Most opponents will be conference opponents. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. But I want to know, Petty, why you ready for the Browns to give Shedeur an opportunity to play? Let me tell you something. In sports, people don't give you nothing. Let me go back to this question. Young fella, people don't give you nothing. You got to take it. And you got to take it by force. People don't give you nothing. They got to take it. Oh, let me see. Change the homecoming. When the SWAC schedule changed, the homecoming opponents changed. Most opponents will be conference opponents. Well, TSU don't have that. TSU didn't have that scheduling problem. They scheduled Lynchburg. So TSU, I don't know what scheduling problems y'all had up there, but TSU didn't have no scheduling problem. They scheduled somebody they think they can beat brakes off. So I don't know how y'all be scheduling y'all stuff up there. What's up there? German Jay? What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay? Chop Shop, that's a mean shirt. Thank you, man. Y'all like it? Okay, thank you, sir. Let me keep going. Is that it? But Robert, what do y'all think about Tua? Telling everybody that the players not showing up in players-only meetings. Well, then if it's a player-only meeting, don't nobody supposed to be knowing it but us. But y'all, why are you telling people that, dude? If it's a players-only meeting, we don't supposed to know because it's what? Players only. Why you, as the quarterback, running your mouth talking about players? They don't respect you, dude. They don't respect you, dude. Rob, that's all I got to say about that boy. That man said he didn't know TSU had a homecoming. Way better than that piece of crap y'all had down there in Southern. We have that yard lit. I said we. They have that yard lit. Lit. I don't know what you talking about. He said Jello in his head. I think he talking about Tua. But I don't know what you talking about, man. Hey, Texas Southern, being landlocked and don't have their home. See, Southern, y'all got your own stadium on the campus, and y'all still just all right. Time to reset in Miami and start over. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening. Y'all got all this land. Y'all out in the country. Y'all got all this land at Southern. Y'all got the stadium right there, the tailgate, and people still talking about North Carolina A&T. They don't never mention Southern as one of the top HBCU con. And hold up, since it's homecoming week, hold on. I got something for y'all. Homecoming week. I got somebody told me to get. Can I get this stuff? Where my homecoming stuff? Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, is it just me? I saw this somewhere. I watch HBCU students and alumni. Are they the celebrities of the family? What's up there, Barbara Hughes? Go Pack. Oh, you got another Packer fan on here, Miss Barbara. You got another Packer on here. Extra Eyes Media. He loves them Packers. Oh my God, he loves them Packers. He said Hatter is not a better homecoming outside of SU, but they ain't the best though. Why don't y'all be the best then? Y'all got the land, y'all got the stadium right there, y'all got the pretty girls, y'all got everything. LSU right around the corner. I mean, y'all got everything set up for y'all out there in Southern. Why y'all ain't the best homecoming? Because y'all keep bringing. No, I'm gonna leave that alone. Barbara. HBCU students and alumni are the celebrities of the black families. This dude was saying, he said he can't explain it. He said, if you know, you just know. When you go to HBCU and graduate from HBCU, it just transforms you. It's transformed you. You're so proud of your school. You always got your shirt on. I had y'all shirt on. It's a different swag. It's a different walk. And don't let the family have multiple HBCUs in it. You know, I like I like that because y'all just walk with a different sense of pride. I watch y'all. You feeling me? That man said, I'm going for the festivities. I'll check back with you about it. It's funny. Okay. Oh, you going to Southern? Okay. You ain't down there for the festivities. I know what you down there for. But you know what, y'all? I didn't make these rules. These HBCU homecoming rules. I should have gave it to you last week. I didn't make these rules. They was told me to remind y'all. Somebody sent this to me. They said the unwritten rules of HBCU homecomings. Everybody ready? Tell a friend, tell another friend. I'm finna release you this weekend from Southern. I'm finna release you this weekend at TSU. We finna say loose here, Satan. Okay. Rule number one. If your child can drive them, if your child can't drive themselves to homecoming, leave them at home. I didn't make these rules. This what they told me, the unwritten rules of HBC. If your child can't drive themselves, leave them at home. Because you already know it's some grown folk shenanigans going down at homecoming. All right? Y'all be doing that, my kids are here. Leave them at home. All right? All right. Rule number two. Homecoming is not the place to test the strength of your relationship. Do me a favor, keep your head down, stay hydrated, and don't go missing after the tailgate. These are rules. They told me to give y'all this, help y'all out this week. Rule number 3. If your spouse didn't go to a HBCU, they can still come, but tell them to bring a friend, because nobody has time to babysit them when you are running into your old classmates and fake acting like you're surprised. Okay, Barbara, I got some more rules. Rule number 4. If you are of the opposite sex, if they are of the opposite sex, they get a handshake or a church hug only. Don't be messing up at your home behind no friendly hug now. All right? Don't be messing it up. Rule number 5. Don't walk up to nobody and tell them, say, hey, big head. We already know what hey, big head is code for. And we don't need somebody revisiting their freshman mistakes. Y'all got me? Rule number 6. If you went to the school and you didn't graduate, this is not your homecoming. So act accordingly. You can come, but this ain't your homecoming. Act accordingly. I didn't make the rules. They told me to give these to y'all. Rule number 7. If you're single, stop calling it networking. You already know what you came to do. You ain't networking. Rule number 8. If you're married, act like you're married. Don't be over there two-stepping with your old crush for 15 minutes talking about y'all just catching up. You follow me? These get rules. They told me to give them to y'all. If you have not donated to the school all year long, don't get on the mic trying to tell everybody else how much they need to support the school. Support start with you, not your speech. Okay? Rule number 10. You Greeks, please stop saying that's my brother and that's my sister. The way y'all looking at each other is not sibling behavior. Okay? We got it? We got that out of the way? Those are the 10 rules, the unwritten rules for homecoming. No. Somebody told me that. Yeah. I didn't write this. I didn't write this. They told me to tell y'all this. Hey, so it's TSU homecoming this week, man. He said, just go. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, man. This man. This boy here kind of smart. This kid here kind of smart. Just go to the St. Mary's Gumbo Festival and drink with the cat if you want to be in third ward. Why Catholics always drinking? I'm gonna leave them alone. But let me keep going. Y'all ain't. Let me see where I'm at next. Where is it? I told y'all. Yo, who asked me who was my rookie gonna be my rookie of the year in the NBA? When he come on the feed, y'all let me know. I need to know. I'll come back to it. I done found it. Man, shout out to my young fella. Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm so proud Anybody been around this show a little while? I have. That man said rule number 6 is some BS. What is rule number 6? Let's see. Let's see. No, if you went to the school, wait a minute, and you did not graduate, this is not your homecoming. You didn't graduate. So they act accordingly. They just said act accordingly. Don't just chill out. Don't be out there like all of that. Don't do too much. That's all they saying. That ain't no BS. That ain't no BS. They just said set your little raggedy ass down somewhere. You didn't graduate. Just come there and chill, King Sticks. That's not BS. I understand that. I ain't mad at her. Let me get back. Because I'm kind of proud today. I'm kind of proud today that when some of the things that we talk about on this show, people take into account of it and study it, and it just warmed my heart to tell y'all that a young man who dad told me about him a while back, and the dad kept asking me information, and I kept giving it to him. Years and years and years of it. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the top basketball players in the state of Texas named Trey Nunn, N-U-N-N, has committed to Columbia University. This young man averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals a game. He committed to Columbia. He's going to the Ivy League, a top player in Texas, going to Ivy League. Ladies and gentlemen, and he said that I help influence it. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling y'all, this is why I tell y'all to share the show. This is why I tell y'all give y'all information about how the process went with me and my son, because in this city, in this state, it was almost unheard of. A top player in a city or a state saying, forget all these other colleges, I'm going to the Ancient Eight. The Ivy League is the Ancient Eight. Don't let nobody fool you into nothing else. It's just 8 of them schools. It's not Stanford. It's not Vanderbilt. It's not Northwestern. Those are great academic schools. But when you say Ivy, it's the Ancient Eight. You got Columbia, Cornell. You got Princeton, Penn. You got Harvard, Dartmouth, Brown, and Yale. This young man, it's just unbelievable to me, man. I should have his picture up there. Y'all can Google it, Trey Nunn. Matter of fact, that's Big Coach. That's Big Coach's son. When you see Big Coach name up there, that's Big Coach name. That man sit and put his son in a position. I think he had a 5.6. He would have one of them high grade. Y'all, he just not only can ball, he's smart. And somehow somebody put his dad and his mom put enough in him to understand. Watch this. Wherever I go, that college gonna get all they can out of me. Let's go see the most college I can get out of them. This man gonna come out of there different. Gerald Barron, another family that listen and watch this show. Played for Toscasita, doing all of that winning at Toscasita. That man said, man, I'm going to Brown. This why I asked y'all to share the show. It ain't for me. It's going to be another big coach and his son. It's going to be another Gerald Barron that somewhere need to hear it's okay. Because most people just, man, let's go to Kentucky. I'm going to go to Baylor. I'm going to go to the U of H. I'm going to go to... No. Life is more than just going there. Now, if you want to go there, go. You follow me? But when my partner told me, he said, Robert, you don't realize the rippling effect that you have. I said, what you mean? He said, man, it's like you throwing a rock in the pond. And waves just go all the way down the pond. You can't see where the waves are hitting. I didn't know this was going to happen. This is why I say share the show. Think about this, y'all. This don't happen that much. First of all, you got to be smart enough and you got to be good enough. It's amazing. This kid gonna be thinking different. His kids gonna be thinking different. His kids gonna be thinking different. They're gonna be part of the legacy. Let me put all these comments up here. Cause I like how y'all doing this. This how it's supposed to be. Brandon Weefall, we think alike. Ace Bailey is my rookie of the year. Cause he on a terrible team, they're gonna let him shoot up all the balls. Ivan Pettit is back off of one of his excursions. Cozumel, Darryl Barnes put clap. Big coach said a 40-year plan. Chuck McGowan's a great move. Aaron Wilford, congratulations. Got to watch his OTE game. That's right. Aaron Wilford, I already know. He's playing at OTE right now. I can't believe Houston, Texas said something good. Okay. David said, great. Oh, it must be nice. Y'all, I'm going to keep telling the stories. I'm going to keep telling the history of how me and my family groomed my son into wanting to be an Ivy League athlete, man. It's one of the most, every time I think about it, because he could have went a million other ways. But this is the fruit that we're bearing. This is the fruit. You follow me? Big coach, this all our people supporting you. This is the fruit. He said, young fella, where you get that shirt at? At the golf store, this golf shirt. Unbelievable. Hey, y'all, this man here, the only person in the world we can be talking about a young man going to the Ivy League, and this man said tour through three, I guess, interception and blamed it on the guys being late for the meet. I can't believe this man. Unbelievable. Big King Sticks, I just don't know where your mind be sometimes. Unless you behind. No, you ain't behind, because you just. But y'all, I just watched. Shout out to Trey. Trey, Trey, I'm coming to see. Especially when y'all play Cornell. I'm there. I want to go to Harvard again. I want to go to Dartmouth again. You know what? I want to go to Dartmouth again. Y'all, Dartmouth is dark, dreary, look like Transylvania. But y'all, they had this little place. I can take you to it with my eyes closed. I don't know the name of the street. I just can take you to it. Had the best piece I ever had in my entire life at Dartmouth. But man, I was thinking about something too yesterday. Uh-huh. How you can get fired after 11-win season, a 10-win season, a 13-win season, and a national title berth before Halloween of this year is proof that nobody cares about yesterday. ESCOM ain't gonna get the playing time, dudes. ESCOM ain't gonna get the playing time. But he might, because all them guys up there get hurt all the time. But ladies, James Franklin will be the hottest name in coaching carousel this year. Programs like Florida, Arkansas will come after him with everything they got. But I was thinking about that. Penn State head coach got fired. And, I'm going to go back to that. I just wanted to let y'all know, maybe today or tomorrow I'm going to talk about that. But shout out to Arthur Blank Foundation. Arthur Blank is the owner of the Atlanta Falcons. He's making a $50 million donation to 4 HBCUs in the Atlanta area. Spelman, Morehouse, Morris Brown, Clark, Atlanta. And shout out to him. He asked me. Okay, I'll go to it. When somebody asks me something, I'll comment on it. He said, "What do I think about Mr. Franklin's firing?" Ladies and gentlemen, Penn State fires James Franklin after 12 seasons, and they agree to a $50 million buyout to part ways. A couple of weeks ago, they lose in double overtime to Oregon. And then they go out to the Rose Bowl and loses to UCLA, who was winless. And then just this past Saturday, they lose at home to Northwestern. In doing so, that is Moody, they become the first team since 1978 when the conferences split, the FBS, and the FCS, they split, to lose back-to-back games when favored by 20 points or more in both of the games. That's what happened to James Franklin. I was stunned. This guy was a pretty consistent winner. The biggest criticism of him is, like on the ladder, it's the 8th rung of the ladder, and Penn State wanted to be on the 10th. They right here, but Penn State wanted to be here. It's kind of the new reality in college football, and I don't think a lot of people picking up on this, including administratively. To put this in proper context, this is a double-digit winning head coach. Past 3 seasons. 2 playoff wins last season. Been there for 12 years. 15 days ago, Saturday, he was in a top 10 overtime, double overtime game, and the lead against Oregon. And fast forward 10 days, and he don't even have a job. And there are apparently that they think they can do better than him. They're going to be paying him $50 million plus, not the coach there. I can't say I'm sure there's a better coach than him. There's a new reality in college football. It's a new reality. And for a long time, your top 10 or so programs sort of used, you know, uh, 9 wins, maybe 8 wins if your quarterback get hurt. They kind of use that as a floor. This man got double-digit wins. That's not the truth anymore. That the truth is not the best. It's not the truth in the best of the best programs. And I think, but they are still applying old school logic to the new landscape of college football. I think Florida learned after they got rid of Dan Mullen. They ain't been winning since. Like Auburn learned by getting rid of Gus Malzahn, whatever his name is. There's really, there's a reality here that is rapidly changing. And the thinking has to be not, the thinking has not evolved with the changing landscape of firing these coaches. Now, it was reported, somebody sent this to me, that Franklin, apparently he has a duty to mitigate clause in his contract, which means he has to look for another job. And he gonna get another job, which means the buyout goes from like 49 million to 18, which they pay it over time. This make a lot more sense than $40 million is a lot for anyone to just pay out. Hey, son, then I was told Adidas drove the fly coach. They're a Nike team now, but Adidas gonna take over next year, and I think they drove the firing. Uh, why it happened today, and somebody told me Adidas agreed to pay most of the money to get him out. They also say wanted a new coach for before the recent losses. They made it hard for anyone uh, when he lost. They've been trying to get rid of this guy, man. Let me ask you a question. You said, Rob, have you ever had a player abruptly retire from the league? Let me see. From do how do wait a minute, hold on. Rob, have you ever had a player abruptly retire like the player from the Eagles did today? Do you know any ideas what the process looked like? I don't know what Eagle player. Let me look and see what Eagle player retired today. I didn't see that nowhere. I haven't been because I've been on the show. So uh, hold up, hold up, hold up. Mike Tomlin talking stuff, man. I guess there's a lot of stuff happening. Give me a little, give me a little bit. Hey, Sonya. This guy said Franklin lost his mojo. But King Stick said that. I explain. Oh man, yeah, I shouldn't. Big Coach, what you talking about? Because I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. Eagles player retire. Let me see. Eagles player retire. Who is it? Big Coach, where did you get that information from? Oh, pass rush. Okay. So Darius Smith announced on Instagram he's retired. Hmm. Hmm. He announced it on Instagram. He's 11-year vet. Shit. He tired of getting his damn head beat in. 11 years of getting your head beat in. That's why. Do you have to get a head coaching job or just a coaching job? Do he have to get a head coaching job? A head coaching job. Did you see Michael Irvin video going off on? Yes, I saw. He did too much. Yeah, but he was right. But I couldn't play it on the show because he coached too much. Uh, he was one of only 5 Eagles with at least a sack this season. Zadarius Smith announced he's retiring. I'm trying to. Man, he got tired of that. Y'all, when you getting your head beat in like that, man, he an edge rusher too. We're gonna find out a little bit more about it. I mean, you can retire anytime you want to. Man, 33 years old, man. He been getting his head beat in for 11 years. Aaron Donald, he just retired. He got tired of it. I don't see nothing else. Wow. Somebody said this about him. Somebody said, I knew this day would come. But now that it's here, I'm feeling so many emotions I never expected. He said, who would have thought a kid from Greenville, Alabama, with just 1 year in high school football experience would go on to play professional football for 11 years? This game has given me the opportunity to meet great coaches, compete alongside of the greatest players ever, and represent some of the greatest organizations in NFL football. That's transformed my life and my family's life forever. This career has taken me across the world, from earning my first passport stamp to visiting countries I only saw on maps, to help me start a foundation that gives back to my community. There have been challenges along the way, but the rewards have outweighed them all. To all the fans, I like that. I like that. I like that. Is Asia in your top 10 NBA players of all time? She got to be. I don't have a top 10 of WNBA players, but she got to be. Shout out to Asia Wilson. Yes, I got her on my list to talk about today, but I just hadn't got to it yet because other people asking about other stuff. So I just haven't got to that yet. Asia is on my list to talk about. Let me see what else I got. Can shoe affiliations affect coaching employment? What you mean? What you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about? Can affect a coach's employment? I guess it can, because Adidas is behind firing him. He said the Bulls came down for commissioner. That's classist though. So what's big about the Bulls coming down for the commissioner? They boo Roger Goodell every year and everything. All commissioners get booed except Adam Silver. That's no big thing. Asia played the tambourine when they asked her about Chelsea and the community. Yeah, they did a little too much in that press conference to me. But I expect that women do that. So it was, I was excited. I just wish me and my selfish self, I wish they would have played Minnesota. I think Minnesota would have been a more formidable foe, but they let that wild ass girl run over Nafisa and just tackle her, and Nafisa was out, and that's why the Mercury shouldn't have been there. I don't think the Mercury, they just wouldn't. To me, they got swept. No matter what, if you get swept, you get swept. But But I'll keep it. Asia, top players. Yes, she won a top player. I don't even have a top player in the WNBA. All I know is Cynthia Cooper, Amaya Moore, uh, Cheryl. I mean, you got to remember, Houston won 4 in a row. So the best player on those teams got to be talked about. They won 4 in a row. She won 3 out of 4. Um, so yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, she played the tambourine. There's a lot of this stuff I can play. I didn't want to play on the show. Just go back and look at it. Asia Wilson. Let me see. What did I say about where my Asia stuff is? Um, I looked at her resume. She's 4-time WNBA MVP, 3-time WNBA Defensive Player of the Year, 2 times WNBA Finals MVP, 3 times World WNBA champion, NBA Rookie of the Year, 6-time All WNBA selection, 5-time All Defensive Team selection, fastest to 5,000 career points in WNBA history, unanimous MVP pick selection, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, NCAA champion, and NC tournament outstanding player. This girl's resume is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Uh, Unbelievable. But that's that. But I was just thinking about something. Just going through. NBA is about to tip off. Uh, but I was thinking about something, man. I was thinking about this show, thinking about Dylan Gabriel and Shador. People think, do I want to wish some bad on Dylan Gabriel? I ain't that kind of dude. uh, we I'm just sitting here thinking about something. Um, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Cooper, yeah, Maya Moore, Tamika Catchings. Who do you remove, Melvin? Not to say somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. Melvin, that's a good one. Somebody got to go. Tamika Catchings didn't have this kind of resume. Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Swoops, the only one had this kind of resume. When I think about it, I mean, it's unique. See, that's why I don't like to, because what's the criteria? What's the criteria? What's the criteria? I was thinking about something. Um, oh, shout out to my girl. Hold up, hold up. Let's stop. Oh, it's Carla Gigliardo time. And then we're going to get into some stuff, y'all. But I want y'all to know about Carla Gigliardo. She is unbelievable. They call her the Michael Jordan of hair restoration, the Michael Jordan of health and beauty industry. Is just unbelievable, and we got direct access to her. And all you got to do is call that number, 832. I know the number about her, 446-3206. Tell her Robert sent you from the Chop Shop. But she got so many things and so a variety of things that she offer. She's in Sugarland. Get free wine when you come in for a consultation. Uh, they have Botox parties with friends. They have non-surgical cosmetic treatments tailored for men. Let me see, hydrofacials, hydrate skin for dull skin. She got acne scars, laser resurfacing treatments, skin texture, uneven, unclogged pores. She helped with your clogged pores. It's just so many things that she do, and let her know that Chop Shop sent you. Great, 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 great. When I tell you she the best at what she do, just give her a call. Said Chop Shop sent her. Chop Shop sent you, and tell me. Y'all don't have to tell me personally because some people don't want people to know what's going on. But she great, 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 offers a great service for this industry, and I love her to death. Call her and let her know that we sent you. But y'all, I was thinking about something. Uh, oh, catches can be bumped, and more can also be up. You know, the girl done won what? How many championships? 4 championships, right? 3 or 4. Tina. I mean, I know y'all still talking about Tina. No, she ain't in that one. Tina good, but she ain't in that one. Can't have everybody on the team, man. You got to go with Cheryl, and you got to go with Cynthia Cooper. They was killers. Uh, let's see. Let's see. You know, I was thinking about something. I was thinking about the show. You know, sometimes I think about y'all. I think about us. I think about this community. Think about this platform. I don't take this platform for granted. We're gonna sit up here. We're gonna talk about. That man says a great day to be a Longhorn. Oh my God, he ain't called and said nothing about them Longhorns 2 weeks ago and the week before. He ain't said nothing about Arch Manning and Alpha Yo. Alpha Yo. You know what? I hate to say it, but you know them when them people lose, you don't say nothing, and that's why I always cheer for them to lose. He said uh, first NFL coach fired this year. Brian Callahan out with the Titans. Hopefully, Ward gets a defensive head coach. Uh, there's some things Ward got to do too, man. Uh, that whole team stinks. But that's what happens when you go. If you're the number one pick, you're going to go to the worst team. It happened to everybody. Troy Aikman didn't win a game. 4 MVPs and 3 championships, yeah. That man said Bam needs to stay out of the way. Why? Why should Bam Adebayo stay out of the way? I want to hear this one. Bam need to stay out of the way? I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one. Why should Bam need to stay out of the way? I guess you were kidding. You probably was kidding. But y'all, just watching. Why should Bam stay out of the way? I mean, why? That's his woman. Uh, the Jets are not bad. The Jets are not as bad. Oh no, Jets not as bad. Jets had a chance to win every game almost they've been in. The Jets just changing the culture of the Jets is going to be hard, and it just can't happen in 1 year. Uh, yeah, when was Bam in the way? I'm trying to figure that one out. I think he was just kidding. I think he was just kidding. But I was thinking about something, and y'all can put your comments up there. Let me just get this out the way because I was thinking about some. Um, I'm just thinking about how complicit everyone is in the stuff that we learn. That's why I'm so very careful of what you put on the screen and what you try to put out in public and out to the air on the people that on this show. Uh, I'm just thinking about something. I remember as a child, I was supposed to be scared of Muammar Gaddafi. We'll get back to that. Daryl, because that ain't even that important. So I'm not going to talk about that no more. We we are supposed to be scared of guys like Muammar Gaddafi, this lady who just got a Nobel Peace Prize, this Shakir lady people been talking about. We supposed to be scared of these because we were told that they were dangerous. It happens in this basketball community a lot. People talk about people. People say don't watch that show. People what they don't want you to know the truth. I was just thinking about it. What did Muammar Gaddafi do? 'Cause when I went in, he was just fighting for his people. Then I looked at Trump mad because he didn't get a Nobel Peace Prize, and Obama did. But then I look up Alfred Nobel. Why do we have anybody ever questioned why do we have, why do we have, y'all got to, do we have a Peace Prize named after the dude that invented the dynamite? And he has a Peace Prize. The narrative have been forced upon us in classrooms. I remember I used to be scared of him. And we are all graded in our ability to regurgitate this lie. That's why in this summer basketball circle, it's been lies regurgitated for years. And all I said was, man, we need to just let it all burn down. I'm just thinking, it's hard to make the shift for a lot of us. It's hard because we got straight A's in memorizing the lies. That's why I know why this show ain't for everybody. Because we're telling too much truth on this show. And people just, why is he telling people? Man, there's some people in this basketball community don't give a fat rat's behind y'all. Because they wasn't in it like me. I was a parent in this thing just like y'all. But y'all see, sometimes I just think, why am I scared of this man? Because somebody been regurgitating that lie. That's what I was taught. I made straight A's in memorizing his lie. And you scholars, some of y'all got a whole PhD in mastering lies. Trey, this gonna be powerful. Y'all need to share this. Come on. I feel something. Y'all be bringing stuff out of me. When I'm thinking about the stuff y'all talking about Bam and talking about he shouldn't be there with his woman and all that kind of stuff. But watch this. And then when you find out the truth, and my spirit knows it's the truth. So I got to throw everything away that I mastered. Most of us not going to throw it away. And allow the truth to overcome it. Most of us not going to throw it away. I got grades. I got my grades in this, man. I'm good. I got degrees in this, man. I'm good, Rob. Oh, no, Rob. I wrote a book on this. I'm not going to say the book that I wrote is not true. I'm not going out here and contradict myself, Rob. I done found out the truth and I know it's a lie, but I'm not going. I just got a book deal, Rob. I'm not going to jeopardize my money. I'm going to keep telling these folks these lies. Mm, mm. And guess what? It's kind of understandable. We are striving to know better so we can do better. That clean glass of water metaphor is essential. I remember I mentioned it years ago. I don't know what year. I said, I know I'm coming on here with a clean glass of water. Because I seen the water y'all drinking. I was a parent in the summer basketball. I was a parent in high school basketball. I helped run basketball summer program. So I watched kids from the sixth grade all the way to the NBA. But, but some of y'all rather listen to the dirty and drink from the dirty glass of water. But this clean glass of water metaphor is essential because your spirit knows when you read a thing and something just ain't right. Just like our bodies know. If you used to drinking Coca-Cola and rum and Coke, and then you have some clean, good water, and your body's telling you, hey, man, you need some more of that. But your brain is like, but it ain't got no salt and sugar in it. And ultimately, you're going to keep doing it. That's the muscle that we work. And that's and see, that's the muscle that I try to work on every week, week after week, day after day. I'm trying to work on that muscle that's telling your brain it's like, it ain't got no sugar. But Robert, day after day. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody was telling me the other day, but I just realized this is a blessing to be in this space. We got guys like Trey Phillips, Darrell Barnes, um, some more people on this feed that y'all can't see them on this feed, but they on here because I know why I know. They texting me right now. That is Moody. Big coach. Shout out again, big coach son is committed to Columbia University. Aaron Wilford, Sonia Billingsley. Smart people. Man, I'm still waiting on you to call me, man. Sam Wilson, why is this? Why this what I do for my dude? This what I do. This what I do. That's what I do. Call me. Let's make something happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just thinking about this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I be sitting, man, it's hard. I just sit up. You know, it's a blessing to be in this space. This is a blessing for the last 8 years. Why just slow this thing down for y'all when we can. I tell y'all, this is this in this space, we sit in the world's messiest intersection. The intersection that you talk about politics, race, summer basketball, high school basketball, the law, um, women's sports, everything in the world. We sit in this space and talk about it and be about it. We get up, we argue about it. We don't agree all the time. We get up and dust ourselves off and go and just say, okay, let's apply what I just learned. That's what this space is about. But we got to think of something. Cause yo, The reason I'm telling y'all this, there would there would become a time rather sooner than later where we won't have these platforms like this. Because people trying to control your internet, your airways, what you can consume. Y'all, we let a monster in the hen house. Ladies and gentlemen, these people might deny us the internet uplink. Now, we got them in other countries, but we got to leave and go to, man, it's crazy. But let me help y'all out right now. The algorithms will press things down like this and amplify the foolishness like what's the boy Charleston White and all of that, the spew, the vomit, the feces, the urine of some of these platforms. The algorithms magnify that and press down things like this. And they amplify them and press us down. You can't defeat the algorithm, but we can certainly drive more toward what we're doing here with like-minded things by subscribing. You should be hitting the subscribe button. You should go over to YouTube, Sam. Go over to YouTube and subscribe to YouTube. Facebook, forget them. Go to YouTube, subscribe. Thank you, Sam. Boy, you're preaching today, son. Hold up. Wait, when I finish this, you're going to say, oh, I see where you're going. Yo, we got to defeat, we can't defeat them, but guess what we can do? We can certainly drive people, force them to change it, force them to change. Every time this should pop up more because y'all hitting the algorithm. Y'all telling your friends to subscribe. Force them to change. Force the alphabets and Googles and the YouTubes to change by subscribing. Not because you want to hear a ding every time we go live. Don't subscribe just because you want to hear a ding. You don't need another ding in your life. But subscribe and tell everyone else to do it. Even your friends who say they don't even want to watch it. Just go there and subscribe anyway. We're going to force their hand on the algorithm. You want to force their hand. We might need to build our own platform one day. They're cutting funding in public television. KTSU got their funding cut by that damn fool we allowed to get in the White House. And his minions with this Project 2025 and old Russell Voigt. Some of y'all I know, go look him up, Russ Voigt. Whew. Evangelical white nationalists that's over the White House budget. That's the one who's furloughing all these people. I hate to get that. But y'all, they're cutting funding for public television. Who want to cut Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street out? Who got to be that sick and demented? Think about it, Sam. Y'all, we got to be able to connect with our families. Got to connect. We have to strengthen our connections. It stays of the ability to separate each other through science and technology. They can separate us. We got to figure out a way to connect. Y'all, we got the power on this show to do whatever we want to do. My man just put his restaurant called Doves up on the screen. Every last one of y'all need to go by this restaurant. It's a black-owned restaurant. Need to go by there right now. I mean, I don't know if they open on a Monday, but need to go right now and go to their website, DOVES. You put it up on the screen. That's the power we have. That's called connection. Because they try to separate us. It strengthens our ability to withstand and transition any attempt for them to do something. It's open from Wednesday to Sunday. I know about 4 or 5 people. I know at least 5 gonna go immediately on this feed. And I know one gonna fly from Chicago just to come down here and go, Sam, that's what we got. That's what we got. I know Sonya and her husband and her family gonna be out there. That's the value of having this community. These things after the moments on the show, these weeks after week, the moments that we have on this show, the weeks after week, the days after days are very important. Subscribe to this channel. Get your friends to do also. Subscribe to Black Star Network. Subscribe to these channels where when you put them all together, that's when it's going to pop up on your feed. That foolishness with all of them guys and telling all them crazy ass lying ass stories and Charleston Whites and all this crazy stuff and Joe Buttons of the world. Y'all need to get out of that. Y'all need to y'all hitting them. That's why I keep popping up on your feed. When you have to go searching for us and you don't see it, just get in there and subscribe. And it's very important to understand, let's overwhelm the algorithm. We should get together and go to Doves as a group and just buy them out the whole night. They just said, man, everything is 86 tonight. We can't serve a number of drinks. This the kind of stuff that moves. This the kind of stuff Donald Trump them can't control. This the kind of stuff that Project 2025 can't control. We control that. It's very important for us to understand. Let's overwhelm the algorithm, force them to use a heavier hand. It's important to understand. This is how we battle from day to day. We can make a difference. We can make different choices. We are making different choices. Everybody can hear right now in real time, this live. We're making a different choice. We need to search for each other. And when we talk about other people, we bring them into the space. And we talk about one another. That's why I bring people on. Let talk. I be hoping. Some people be scared. It's some parents, it's some mamas out here that's been treated bad in the summer basketball community by the guys who over these teams. And they feel they out of whatever. They don't want to talk about it right now. They waiting on their kids to get out of school and get out of this. But we got to talk to one another. This is one of the deep and abiding values of having a show like this, Eric Harrison. Eric Harris, I know you can be anywhere in the world you want to be right now. I could be anywhere in the world. I could be on the golf course. I could be in LA with my grandson. I could be anywhere. But I chose to be here because I don't want to be a generational thief. I want our young people, I don't want the next generation getting out here saying, well, didn't nobody tell me? No, because a lot of people didn't tell me. I didn't never think about no HBCUs when I was growing up because they didn't explain. Now, my brothers and sisters, they went to Tennessee State University, but they didn't explain to me it was an HBCU. because I wanted to go to UCLA. That's all I wanted, because Marcus Johnson went to UCLA. I wanted to be a basketball player. But my mama wasn't having that. Staying right here in Memphis. But we got to expose our kids to this. If I'm not on this show, maybe it's 2 kids in this basketball community that wouldn't have chose an Ivy League school. Because I've been talking about Ivy League schools for 8 years on this show, Sam, we got 2 guys that's committed to Ivy League schools now because of the things that my son went through. Do y'all understand how important this stuff is? We reveal each other the strength and the power of community and thinking together and pushing each other together and questioning each other. Yeah, I'm going to question you. Question you together. Question each other in a governance space. You know, I've been studying African-American study for the last 192 weeks since the COVID. And it was talking about the framework, Africana Studies framework. You have the social structure. That's how they see us. And the governance structure, how we see each other. Yo, this a governance space. It's how we see. Somebody told me, man, you too positive. Sam, we too positive. How do you too positive? You don't never talk about the players negative. Block this number. Because it's who we are to each other. Don't matter what we are to the Project 2025. We got to have our own Project 2026. And Project 2027 and Project 2020. We got intellectuals that can write up a 907, we're going to make it 1,000 page. Since they had 922 pages, we're going to have 1,000-page manifesto. Because it's who we are to each other. And that turns all the noise all the way down. Have y'all ever been in a situation where somebody come gossip you, hey man, I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come to me telling me about what somebody said about me. Because you know what I'm going to ask you? Why was they so comfortable talking about me to you? Because a real one, go stop him in his tracks. Say, look, hey, player, this is how I feel about this guy. This is how I feel about this guy. Y'all, I was reading this book. Read this book. It's the book, I forgot the author's name. I don't want to call it wrong. The book is called A River of Prophecy. And the author said, the African race is still decided by discord. Divided by discord. Our next stage of empowerment will rise from that discord into a global Black community. Through our collective strength and heart. For now, we are divided into 1,000 pieces of a patched quilt. And now we must learn how to sew. SEW. There it is. That's the answer. We got all the stuff we need. Now we must learn how to sew these quilts together. To learn how to sew means acquiring the skills, the studying, the thinking, but then to know what to do, how to sew together That's the work of community building. Wow. But we got to learn how to sew. We got to learn how to stitch it together. We got to learn where the pieces fit. We are fully capable of doing both. And that would be our ancestors' wildest dreams. Dad, Nubia Kai, see, is the author of The River of Prophecy. See there? See there? That's what I love about this show. That's what I love about this show. I'm going to put it on the screen there. That is Moody. I appreciate you. I was thinking about that now. Where am I at? Because I had so much stuff to give y'all this week, man. Sometimes I got so much information that things just freeze up on me. My notes. My Polar Notes app, it's just unbelievable. I don't know how I got there. I'm just going down. But I'm really pausing a little bit because I just gave y'all something so heavy. I'm just letting y'all go through it. I'm letting y'all digest it a little bit. But hold up, y'all. This thing, man. I ain't gonna play with it. You know, and then I go back, we had guys saying, I was just thinking about, said, Rob, let me see. Bam is in every video. His woman wants him in the video. He's an NBA player. That is, let me explain something to you. Bam being in the video brings more eyes to the video, brings more because he is one of the 450 on the planet that plays in the NBA. Him and his girlfriend got a love and basketball connection. Guess what? That's why she's in the video. That's why he's in every video and all the photos. She wants him in there. The WNBA wants him in there. He ain't in. We got to understand that's business. And this dude talking about Bam gonna get a chip. He not gonna get a chip. He gonna ride her coattail. Because y'all not understand what is going on. And we got people like Danny Green. See, people just always got something to say like this, right? But we got people like Danny Green was on the Lakers broadcast because Stu Lance is hurt. This man had the nerve to say, hold up, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. I got to find that. I got to find it in my notes. Y'all, think about this. Just golly. Please find it, Robert. Please find it. Here it is. Danny Green. You know, I ain't gonna talk about him. But this man came on a national, he was calling the game the other night for the Lakers. And he said, people think it's Steph. No, it's their system. People think it's Steph. No, it ain't Steph. It's their system. He said this on telecast. Now, Steve Kerr says Steph is our solar system. He's the sun. Everything else revolves around the sun, right? We have Steph Curry. He's one of the all-time great players. We thrive, and Steph thrives, when there's spacing and ball movement and flow. This is why we have built our team around Steph. And when Jimmy Butler arrived last year and gave Steph another threat next to him, Jimmy is the best isolation player in the league analytically. When you give him the ball and you have space on your floor, you give him a good shot. But this dude says, Steph, people think it's Steph. No, it's the Golden State Warriors system. Dude, I can't even believe that came. Uh, these people just be saying. Somebody told me the other day, man. You know, even when I was commentating the show, I was calling the games TSU. If somebody said the first time they heard me, they popped on the score. I didn't. Y'all. What I did, you know, I studied. I studied the players in the games, and people thought I was being funny. But this dude hadn't made a shot really in 2 weeks, literally almost 2 weeks. Because I looked at his stats, he made a shot. So I just brought it up. I said, man, the man ain't made a shot in 2 weeks. Everybody said, man, how did you come up? Because I looked at the stats. I wasn't really talking about the kid. I just said he constantly shooting this thing and ain't made a shot in 2 weeks, but he constantly shooting it. And then I just watched this. I just watched these athletes. They're getting so much younger. I'm watching Ace Bailey the other day. He just, oh my God. I'm watching. That's going to be my rookie of the year. And I'm sitting there and watching Cooper Flag the other night. Watching Khalil Ware at Miami. That dude talking about what Miami ain't going to do. Khalil Ware is the truth. In his last 3 games, yeah, they preseason games, but 24 points, 29 points, 18 points. This is NBA. And the other day we was talking about the NBA survey. The GM survey. And we listen to guys like Danny Green that's get on the mic. I don't understand some of these guys that's getting on the mic, they're former players, and they just saying the outlandish thing. Now, I know why Stephen A. saying it. He doing it for clicks. He doing it for you can talk about it. Hold up. He talked about my 2 favorite girls. He talked about Kamala Harris and Jasmine Crockett. And y'all notice somebody else been mentioned. I ain't even been talking about it. I know that's what he wants you to do. He doing that for shock value. But thinking about what Danny Green said, then I looked at the NBA GM survey last week. We talked about it a little bit. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to take the rest of this show and talk about it a little bit. The 2025 NBA General Manager Survey shows the league see him still at the top of his game. But this man said he just part of a system. It's the system, not Steph. But they voted him the 3rd best point guard, the 3rd player opponents adjust the most for, the 3rd player opponents adjust the most for, the best shooter for the 12th straight year since 2013, the best off-ball player, the best leader for the 2nd year in a row, that the player's GM would most give the last shot to win the game. And that man says on a telecast that it's not Steph, it's the system that makes him right. Steph has been voted 8 times since 2015 as the player they trust more to take the last shot. What really stands out is how some categories are no longer even close. 12 straight, I'm talking about Steph Curry, 12 straight years as the league best shooter speaks for itself. No question, no argument. Back-to-back recognition as the best leader just adds to it. 17 seasons in, he's still the one that everybody looks up to. Somebody sent me some, Miss Crystal. She sent me some about this guy, Channing Crowder, talking about negative about Russell Wilson. Talking about how do Sierra leave Future for a lame like Russell Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, we have switched the price tags on what's valuable. Channing Crowder feels drughead rapper, not talking about it, Future is better than a family man. Take care of his Future's family, son. And he lame? Channing Crowder, who none of y'all wouldn't have known if he had never been on the Pivot podcast, because he didn't do nothing in his foot. You done heard of Fred Taylor, you done heard of Ryan Clark, you ain't never heard no Channing Crowder, he never did nothing. But he only a call, and he's on a popular podcast saying, man, the streets, man, ain't nobody trying to be validated by the streets. How in the hell the streets don't rock with Russell? They need to rock. That's who I want my son to be, like Russell. Not like Future. Got 12 baby mamas by 12 different girls. What, y'all? That man said, what do I think about JD with the Rockets? He's a role player, man. What you want me to say about JD Davis? Y'all, what do you think about JD for the Rockets? D-League player of the year, G-League player of the year. It's D-League player of the year, having a solid preseason. He gonna be on that damn bench. That's what I think about it. He gonna be on that bench. This is a championship team, supposedly. That's where he gonna be. He's just a role player, man. Man asking me about, I guess it's role player week to week this week. What was I talking about? See, we was talking about something else. And this man talking about ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard of a fact presented with great authority and confidence that seemed impossible to believe? Have you ever had a fact presented to you with great authority, great confidence that seemed impossible to believe? Of course you have. Because the fact is false. Far from being true. Are we more gullible than ever despite having the potential to be more informed than ever? Or are we entering a post-gullible era where nothing is believed because there's so much bad information out there dished out? And, and this dude has said something. He said, there are more people walking on the earth right now than there ever been in the history of mankind. He said it with authority. At a meeting, he was a guest. And because the fact is false, very far from being true, are we more gullible than ever despite having the potential to be more informed than ever? Somebody came up there and said that and was hoping y'all didn't get it. Wow. Somebody told me this. Golly. I mean, okay, let's go. That's why everything I say, I want y'all to go look it up. A few minutes ago, I talked about the doctor. I talked about the author of The River of Prophecy. That is Moody went and looked it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where you wear a suit and suddenly everyone calls you sir. You speak English with a foreign accent and suddenly you're learned. You walk into a room with a laptop bag and people assume you're doing something important. But remove all of that. And what's left? What's left, Trey Phillips? We build a culture where respect is rented through appearance, not earned through character. Wow. I kind of like that one myself. We no longer ask, who are you? We ask, what do you wear? And that's how thieves become CEOs, con men become mentors, and pretenders become influencers. Boy, I'm giving it to you. I cannot believe I'm. Integrity does not need a uniform. You can be broke and still be respectable. You can wear sandals and still walk in dignity and dignity. The problem is that society rewards polish over principle. We clap for eloquence, not ethics. We elect charm, not character. White House. We rather be impressed than be inspired. Here's the truth. If your respect depends on the fabric on your body, it's fake. People been texting me and commenting on on about my shirt, and if you notice, I haven't said nothing about it. It's a golf shirt because the real measure of a person isn't how they dress up in public; it's how they behave when nobody's watching. Let's stop confusing presentation for principle. Summer basketball community, I want y'all to get this. The sharpest suits have covered the dirtiest secrets, and the humblest clothes have carried the purest of hearts. Respect shouldn't be tailored, it should be earned. So before you buy another outfit to prove your worth, fix your integrity. Because when character is dressed right, even in rag, it still commands the room. Boy, I need that for my young people there. I need that for my young people. God, somebody need to splice that one out. I might slice that one out myself. I might slice that one out myself. Yes. Yeah. I might, I might have to go back and get that one myself. But ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I have anything. Did I tell y'all about homecoming? Uh, did I tell y'all about somebody sent me something? Ladies and gentlemen, I got a young man. I know his father pretty good. And guess what? You remember what I said about politics? You have to grow your own. His dad saw me at church and told me his son is running for city council. And they got an article on the young man in the Houston Chronicle saying Houston needs a city council willing to stand up to the mayor. And they endorsing this young man. And I'm gonna read something that the dad put out. The young man is Jordan Thomas, right? They wrote in the Houston Chronicle, they said voters should try to find someone amongst the current crop of candidates who has the vision and knowledge to actually make something productive. This is the Houston Chronicle. Make something productive out of a largely undefined role. City council is an undefined role. A Houstonian who can use their position in City Hall to drive the change our city needs, even as just one vote out of 16. That's why we endorse Jordan Thomas for at large 4. So whoever in at large 4 in Houston, Justin Thomas, more than any other candidate, Thomas have a real sense of how our municipal government can make Houston a better, more resilient place to live. 2 minutes to go. I just dropped one on y'all. Because y'all, we always talk about blah, blah, blah. Jordan, I think, he said, I almost feel like we are directionless. And someone out of the 17 voices that sit on the city council needs to be painting a positive vision for the future, he says, during the endorsement meeting. For me, in a word, that is urbanism. We need more we need more density to combat our sprawl. We need a city that attracts the workforce of the future and the jobs, that not just the jobs of yesterday. I like old Jordan. All of y'all in the city of Houston, Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas for city council. Everybody got that. Everybody got that. That is Moody. You ain't in this here. This ain't your fight. Everybody that live in Houston, Jordan Thomas. Man, I'm so proud of this young man. Dad sent me the thing, and I said, man, I can't open that stuff. I don't subscribe to the Houston Chronicle, and he sent me a screenshot of the headline, and the headline said, "City Council needs someone to drive change," and the Chronicle endorses this young man. Oh, I'm so proud of him. Oh, well, guess what? It's 2:00, ladies and gentlemen. That's the count. Hey, hold up. I know his dad. So guess what? His dad watched the Chop Shop every day. So guess what? We gonna have clout. We gonna be able to have room to talk to him. We gonna be in a room to be able to talk to him. Okay, y'all got it. All them old corrupt ass people y'all used to. Y'all, we got to now build up our own. He said, "What are your thoughts of Forrest Franks denounces accepting any award and getting backlash for his?" I don't know who Forrest Franks is. Getting backlash. I don't know who he is. I don't. Oh, the Dodgers play today. Blue Heaven play today at 2 p.m. right now. They about to play right now. Hold up. Let me give the Dodgers on. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'll stay a couple of minutes just to talk to y'all about that. But I don't know who Forrest Franks is. Bartholomew. Maybe y'all know who he is. I don't know who Forrest Franks is. I had no idea, never heard of him. Denouncing, accepting any awards, Grammy, and getting backlash. I don't know who he is. Who is the dude? I thought you said they come on at 2 p.m., man. Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. No. They come on at 7. Oh, okay. Okay, they come on at 7. Okay. They come on at 7. 7 at night. Did y'all get anybody know who Forrest Franks is? Who in the hell is Forrest Franks? Let me look it up. Hold up, man. Hold up. Forrest Franks. I never heard of that before in my life. Bartholomew. The way you call the man out like he is that dude. Forrest. Hold up. Forrest Franks. Okay. All right. Let me see who he is. Mr. Bartholomew. Don't you ever put like that up on this feed. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm like Chris Tucker when he was talking to that girl on Friday. Would you ever call me no more? But I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all later.